Hello everyone, welcome to another day at the Dual Tracks, bringing you a new deck today, finally. I can actually build these decks pretty quickly, but it does take time to make the new theme song, which you'll hear in videos right after this. Looks like I'm playing a ninja deck, although anyone using Card Trader is... Card Trader's kind of an iffy card. Not terrible or anything, but it's really slow. Like I was saying about the music, as I've explained before, every deck will be having its own theme song, and it by far takes more time to make a song than it does to make a deck. So I'm still working on getting vocals done for that, which I will have relatively soon, but I don't have them yet. And opening up with triple morphing jar, awesome. I'm going to explain what the deck is in just a moment, but before I leave the subject of music totally, I don't do the vocals. I have other people do those for me, so I'm going to try to make every song, not use a different person every single time, but most of the time it'll be a different person. So anyways, getting to the deck, like I said, this is a brand new deck. This is meant to be my namesake, SmilesAlot. As you can see, I'm using jars, which they all have that big devilish psychotic grin on them, and that's what I think when I think SmilesAlot. And as you'll see, most of the cards in this deck, they're grinning like that, or they have some sort of a smile on their face, and it's pretty funny. Especially because jars are not bad this format. They're actually really good. Let's see, I'm just gonna sit on my field. He needs me to have a... He went for the one that... Okay, yeah, he went for that. He needs me to have a face-up monster. And as long as I have a set monster, he's not gonna be able to do anything. And then even when he does try to do something, it's gonna be a morphing jar. Now, why I said this is good, this format, is because when this first came out, people... all that they had in the extra deck were fusions, and no one really used them. So this didn't really do too much. It would just give them their monsters right back. Okay, kind of like now, but as Yu-Gi-Oh kind of progressed, people started using synchros. Now we have XZs, and there's all sorts of other things, and when you return something to the extra deck, you don't get a monster back from that, so this becomes one for as many monsters as they have out, that's pretty crazy in my opinion. Let's see. He just got double ninjas, so I'm going to be setting another morphing jar number 2. I want to get rid of those again. Yeah, there's yet another morphing jar. I might actually... let's see, I don't have anything. I'm going to go with this morphing jar, and I'm going to fake him out. He's probably going to think that I'm setting this, but I'm not. I'm even going to set another back row. This will really confuse him. This is meant for other cards that I haven't drawn yet, although I could use it on Crane Crane, whatever I make with it. This is actually one of the 6 offensive cards that I have, because part of the offensive strategy in this deck is making XYZs, or XYZs, whatever you want to pronounce them as. I prefer XYZs, it's easier to say. But this is half of my beatdown power that I have in it. Okay, he's gonna go for another Grandmaster. Yeah, I definitely faked him out. He for sure thinks that this is a morphing jar number 1. This card is so trolly. Now, this deck is not nearly as fast as my Karakuri scrap deck, but it's still really good. I mean, it has gotten some really weird wins against some really good decks. Hell, it's inspired a lot of rage quits. Okay, this will still flip it, right? Yeah, so he'll attack this, and this is going to be destroyed anyway, so I don't care if he gets his effects, it automatically destroy, oh well. Yeah, it's at the start of the damage step, and that's when something already flips. Ugh, it's too bad he doesn't have a larger extra deck, because ninjas they do have a lot of... Oh, okay, there we go, he's actually going to go for something. And I'm going to let him do this, that's fine. Go ahead, he still thinks this is a morphing jar. So he'll attack into this, and then we'll get one monster back. Hopefully I can get him to mill some spells and traps this time. But this will go to the extra deck, and like I said before, it doesn't count. So what do you do? Not be destroyed by battle. This is a pretty weird ninja deck, although it's not bad so far. Seems pretty good. Something that this deck is very good though at is It lets your opponent just waste their resources. It's all they can do, and most of the traps in this deck, they have a nasty side effect when they try to destroy them. I haven't drawn any yet, but eventually I will. And okay, so he is out of monsters, and I also have a safe zone, so this is the point when I'm going to start being offensive. So see, he just wasted everything he had, basically just attacking over morphing jars, and now he has like nothing left except for back row. Okay, now the question is, I'm gonna go with Alucard. I don't want him to. I want to try to get rid of these in case he has another ninja monster. So this isn't one of the stronger monsters of the extra deck, but it's still good. That wasn't really the one I meant to hit, but oh well. Let's see, if he has something to destroy this with, I can just chain Safe Zone. Which, cool, he doesn't. No reason to set Ygopro. This is in here for a specific reason. It synergizes with most of the monsters because most of them are flip effects. But there's one out of the bunch that it synergizes even more with, which is... You know, I'm not even going to say what it is. You guys can wait and see if I draw it or use it during a duel. It makes this deck so dirty. If I can get that monster first turn, oh, it's so good. Okay, now I have to check something. I don't remember if this thing targets or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go... Oh, if he chains that... Jeez. Let's see. If I try to bottomless, he'll chain. If I do safe zone, he'll chain. I can't protect this. I should have used this earlier, oh well. This isn't really an important monster right now. Like I said, it's not one of the better ones in the extra deck. It's just for when my opponent has a lot of back row and I want to remove it. Usually I have other ways to remove it, but sometimes I do need to use the monster, so that's why this is in here. And oh, it's also one of the cards that, guess what, it's smiling. Oh, I'm gonna Mirror Force this, because now even if he uses his card to bring out something else, it would just be destroyed by Mirror Force. I don't remember which of these was what he set because he saw me using a morphing jar. I think it was this one, so I want to destroy the ninja one, or the ninja art. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to hit. And here's one of the cards that has a nasty side effect. Yeah, there's a rage quit. So before I end this video, here's another smiling card. This one, it kind of has a smile. If you look over in the right side, the one on the right's kind of smiling. Morphing jar smiling, morphing jar number 2 is smiling. Technically this is actually a jar deck, which makes it even better because I haven't been able to find any good jar decks online. I think this is one of the first in a very long time that's actually decent. But there will be more of this deck to come. If you enjoyed this duel and this video, please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay brutal.